Welcome back, adventurers. I'm an adventurer like you and I'm playing Crusader Kings 3. We're continuing the saga of the Rurikid dynasty with our Tsar Hásteinn here, who is getting on in years. But he is considering that we do need to secure our holy sites. Right? One of our holy sites has recently been taken over by the an Asatru ruler from Denmark, so we need to make sure that is under Sloviansk control again. And that is, what we shall do first, the first order of business. He has been thinking about matters of succession as well, because he is, of course, 67 years old. His health is getting poor, he had a bad omen. So, who knows how much longer we have to live, right? I have distributed the recently acquired lands here to some of my dynasty members. There is my nephew Kozma, who is just married to my daughter Rostislava. He got these counties here in the south of... Oh no, this was the Duchy of Masuria. Yes, we don't have the Duchy title yet, but that doesn't matter. He'll be fine as a count for now. And we put Hakon, my grandson, by a bard, on the throne of these counties here. Pomzania, this is part of Prussia, and then Barton, my grandson Boris from Frodi. He got these 3 counties in Prussia, so they can duke it out once they get to the duke titles there. I've also decided that once we're done with this, we're cutting cornerstones. Well, this is nice. We don't immediately need that yet because money is a problem. We have enough building projects in mind, but this would be a nice perk. But still, again, we're at the end of our life. Does that really help us? We have a strong arm. So I'm thinking, as long as we are still alive, we might try to get some of the perks in the diplomat tree. Ducal conquest gives us another casus belli. Forced vassalage might be interesting as well. So that is the plan. Now, Pommern here is now an independent kingdom, ruled by this upstart kid from the Sigurd dynasty. And he is in war with... Oh, he's defending Lubiadzu conquest. So she is trying to get that bit. Okay. That is not immediately of our concern. She probably won't win anyway. But what is of our concern is Rana here. That has our holy site of Rügen. So that is the most important thing we want. And basically the coastline would be nice to have. These counties more inland. Okay, we eventually want them if we want to unite the Slavs. But that is of secondary importance. Now, if we go and declare war on this guy, we could go for a holy war for the kingdom. The kingdom of Pommern. That excludes this little bit and, of course, the Danish bit. But it gives us what we want. Now, of course, with a holy war for a kingdom, well, a holy war, right, all the Asatru rulers can join the war. And I would expect many of them will join the war. because they feel us, Rus, and now Slovianskan encroaching on their raiding grounds and on their territory. So this could be a tougher war with more players involved. Now, who do we have? We have Asat rulers here, Sveriki, of course, but they are not strong at all. They lost a lot of men, I guess. Not sure why they are this small. I guess his vassals are stronger, so and they might join individually. Småland is also not very strong. Denmark, Danalog, not very strong. Viking, Egdafylki could join. That is a bit stronger. And Småland we already had. And this Gulathingslug. But altogether, that could be sizable. Yeah, and then there's of course a bit of Danalug here as well. Are there any other Asat rulers? No. Okay. So that's not really anything we need to worry about. I think we can handle this, depending on how many of the vassals of Sveriki are going to join with their commanders and men-at-arms. But before we do that, we have some stuff here that we can decide upon. Well, we want to develop our capital. We gain critical stress, so maybe we should do something about that. Then there is relax at the giant shade tree. That sounds just like the thing we need. Remember in a previous episode we were pointed towards this giant shade tree and that we should invest in developing that area. So, in my territories there is a well-known shade tree in one of the villages. I think it's time I visited it and see whether its reputation is well deserved. I'll travel to the famous shade tree in my domain to relax and lose stress. Shade trees are large trees that were planted with the purpose of providing shade under its canopy and crown, or happen to grow in a place where it became such a thing to people living nearby. And that is in Zhytomyr, which is one of my counties. Right, we have Königard here, and we have Zhytomyr right here. And then there is this county, which I gave to Frodi, my heir. So we can both enjoy this. It will cost me some money, but I can't wait to see it. The Great Shade Tree of Zhytomyr. There is a great shade tree in a village in Zhytomyr, so great that even I, Tsar Hásteinn, decided it was worth my time to visit. The villagers were surprised, but flattered that even I considered their village worth visiting. And they welcomed me with a little feast and various petty amusements, like dances and their peasant songs. Afterwards I came to the Great Shade Tree. It was, to put it simply, very big. Truly, one could fit the members of an entire clan under it. Well, that is impressive. I spent a couple hours relaxing under it and had a good time. I lose 18 stress. That's not all that much. Okay, we have an alliance. That's great. Yeah, I gave him a county or 2 or 3. Yeah, Jadvingen. Okay. So I thought it would be good to have him as an ally. Holy Order dismissed. Yes, because we finished that war. High Chief Tibetan paid 15 gold to me. To get somebody out of prison. That's interesting. And my daughter is imprisoned. It says Hulda. Why is she in prison? Because she's an incestuous adulteress. Well, yeah, then she deserves to be in prison. At least for a while, I would guess. Alright. Now, if I do this now, it is not critical. Yeah, we can handle that. Alright. But, yeah, we're at 85 now. So there's something to keep in mind. We could indulge in drink, but let's wait with that. Okay, we have one more decision that I checkmarked. I have gold in my coffers. I can use it to fund the reconstruction and embellishment of a province I own, transforming it into a great city and forging my name in history with its marble. This is a decision, I believe, from the medieval arts mod. You will get an event to choose the specialization of your investment. My level is illustrious, and my stewardship is above 10. Yes, home guard. No, I want Kiev. Can I get Kiev? Koenigard. That's what I mean, of course. Koenigard. Yes, 500 gold, 150 prestige. Well, only you prestige. We're so prestigious. It comes out my ears. Let's embellish the city. That sounds like a great idea. A city transformed. As you draw the plans for the reconstruction and renovation of the city and hear the voices of the artisans and the loud noise of the machines, I can't help but feel the excitement, the adrenaline, and that moment right before a grand victory, before the execution of a master plan. I sit back and relax to watch upon my work. Only one thing is left. The entire city is being expanded and reordered, but there is enough gold to rebuild one aspect of the city in particular. It is up to me to decide how exactly the city will become. Should we develop the market square more? Get increased trade? City so beautiful ought to be protected, so fortifications and increased control. Or the arts, the court? Increased stability. Development growth. Yeah, development growth. Increased control. Control growth. Or markets increased trade. That's development growth. 15% and 0.3% per month. Holding taxes plus 20. And this one... yeah, fortifications. That's very nice though, but we haven't had any need for that yet. Maybe when the Crusades come, but of course Hásteinn doesn't know about that. This increased stability, yeah, no. I think we shall go for the market square, building time, holding taxes, and increased trade, development growth. That sounds like something Hásteinn would believe in. Yeah. Right? Economic development, trade, cultural development as part of that. Yes. Alright, so now we are a lot poorer, but we have done something good for our capital city. We can demand payments and we can ransom Grassus Lux. Who are you? You are a dwarf girl. Well, you're 17-year-old of legal age. You don't have any particular talents to speak of. And they will pay 37 gold for you. We will accept. We will accept that. Alright. How are my armies doing? They're almost back. Yeah. I want to replace some of these regiments, but I don't want to wait for them to build up. And it will cost a lot of money too. So I want to focus on Varangian veterans and horse archers, and then have some onagers as well. Maybe 2 of each. And let go of the Huskarls and the Weakmen and the Bondi. Specialize a bit more. But that needs more money. But we shouldn't invest all our money because this war will cost money. And let's do this war to get Arana back into our control. Back under Slovianska control at least. Because we're pretending to be humble, you know. It's December. Let's wait until after midwinter. My daughter learns a language. That's great. Can you learn another language? What do you speak already? Norse and East Slavic. Yeah, those are our realm languages. Maybe East Iranian? No, I don't think so. That doesn't sound very effective. Bulgarian, South Slavic, maybe. What is Sogdian? That's Iranian. Greek, that could be useful. Romagnol, Latin language, French, no. Czech, yes. Let's learn the language of my new wife. Okay. And do we have any other children that are not studying a language? They are of age, right? Yeah, cutoff is here. Dala, are you studying a language? Or you're somewhere else, so I can't assign you. But I can assign my nephew or my son Einar. You also go with... Oh, that's how you do rank? I mean my wife on this side. I guess she is not of any high rank whatsoever. There she is. And that's Einar, right? Kunawa, you're also somewhere else. Yeah. And Noava, you're also somewhere else. Yeah, no, okay. Dobrava comes of age. With her coming of age, my tuition of Dobrava is at an end. She is my daughter. They grow up fast, and she got charismatic negotiator, 20 diplomacy. That's not bad at all. Parry and repose. I'm teaching Yao Vasily the next steps toward being a capable blade user. Embracing a defensive style, he's focusing on keeping his cool and only striking when the timing is right. An elegance befitting a lord. He should be prepared to get blood on his sword. Or he should put some of that youthful energy to use. Stubborn, stewardship, sadistic, intrigue and prowess. And calm is just diplomacy and intrigue. I think calm is fine. He's not my son. I don't want to stress out too much over him. Fellow servant of Belobog, as our Order of the Warriors of Perun grow, we need more land from which to organize a defense of the Slovianskan faith. The city of Lyubachov is perfectly suited to our purpose, and we wish to lease it into service for our cause. Mayor Dobrava. Okay, where is this? Let's have a look. There, near our border, and not too far from our capital. That seems a very wise choice, if I may say so. She will be upset, but she's 40 now, she's unmarried, she doesn't have any children. Chances that she will have children inherit anything are nil. Your request is granted for Rod. Rod the God. Count Dragon is no longer your royal architect, so now belts here. No, this one, Lyubachov, in the county of Belt, is held by Grandmaster Sophia. Nice. And I've been overwhelmed by stress because my friend died. My friend, Count Dragan of Rusa. It was just south of Homeguard, right in the north. And that is now held by Jaromir Draganson. Yeah, he doesn't look like the most capable ruler. He's betrothed to somebody of my dynasty, but also not somebody with any special skills. Yeah, we may need to do something about that, but let's leave that for now. He is my friend's son. And guardian can be assigned here. Rostislava. You're some random member of my dynasty. My nephew's daughter. Let's get you a tutor for diplomacy. I'm not gonna do it myself. I think my brother-in-law could do that. Or Count Hásteinn. Look at that. 24 here and learning 15. He has some good traits. Although arrogant is maybe not the best for just some random dynasty member, but it's fine. Okay. Yeah, it is now after midwinter. It is a new year. It is 104 years since the establishment of the Home Guard Jarldom in our dynasty. Yeah, they're all doing good, right? I might want to do something here, but collecting taxes is fine for now. Okay, Pommern. You're having some difficulties with this war, eh? Okay, we are gonna add to your troubles, although that might actually work out for you because you'll get more help. Let's do it. A holy war for the kingdom of Pommern. Yeah, and we're missing the music. I should turn that back on, huh? I should really turn that back on. Let's do that right now. There we go. Epic music. This is... I love this one. All Slovianskan faithful gather for the holy war to take back our holy site of Rurikid. And we'll need everyone. We will need everyone. Including the Holy Order. No, don't disband. I mean this one. Holy Order. Hire them. They're free anyway, so. And they're bigger now, right? They have 2 regiments of horse archers and the one of crossbowmen. Very nice. All right. So everyone has a leader. Seems so. And that we can't even get to. Okay. So we have, wow, 13 armies. 13 armies. Just in case we need to fight a host of Asatru allies. Know thyself close to the end. Will I see this through? Well, we will go all the way. Let's get this one, I guess. And, well, it's no use switching, right? We wouldn't get further than maybe 1 perk, so let's just stick with this. I will be dead within the year, the 11th of February. And we already see enemy allies joining, but we still outnumber them, so that is fine. The warriors of Perun need a commander. Not me. Well, I could lead them, right? But I'm 67 years old. My health is poor. 15 prowess is not too bad, but maybe your Ironfast can lead them. And these others all have. Yes. Supply limit here is very limited. But they will need to stay close. They will need to stay close. Warriors of Perun. Yeah, that is where we need to go, right? Maybe you should go there. What else do I have here? This army. Go here. The next army. You have no men at arms. These guys. Yeah. Okay. I know I'm basically sending you to your death, but you need to sacrifice something, right? Alright, let's start with this. They're already having a fight here. Well, but that's here, not there. Probably okay. They grow up fast. Although, yeah. Maybe you guys go here. How about that? And then this army should stay nearby also. Uh-oh. Why don't you guys go here first? They have 5,000 men, but they're not the enemy. Right? Okay, what's going on here? War taken prisoner. Okay. My sister Ingebjörg died of old age at 62. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Commander improved. That's great. That's great. Chant of my dynasty. Nice. Okay, here. We win that. Yeah, we need to get more men in case this big army decides to bother one of us. They are not doing anything. Go here then. And I don't think we actually need to go there. Did we have anybody going here? Getting personal. In our latest correspondence, my vassal Grand Prince Hotdeep made a mention in passing about the state of his troops. I did not know he was so interested in the subject. He's the Grand Prince of Savo. Okay, let us talk more about it. Why not? Okay, so yeah. They're coming here, I think. Who is this one? Who is moving there? You. It's the 1600 one, this one. I don't want you to move there alone. Go there. No, maybe go here. Yeah. Okay. Great. And one of you can move out I don't see any other cities here. I mean, burgs, castles. Yeah. That's not a good idea. I don't think so. 3,500 and they're coming our way. Or are they gonna siege this? No, they're going back to there. Where are they from? Uppland. Okay, they are coming to fight us. This bit is not necessary. That's not the war goal. You guys... Well, let's come on over here. I now control Gdańsk. Okay, that is very dangerous there. 3, 7, and 4. 14 commanders. And quite some men-at-arms. You have no men-at-arms. Okay, let's get out of the way, because you can always go back, right? And you too. Okay, great. Yeah, we have some armies standing by here. Okay, they're definitely going on the attack. I don't want to give up that. Actually, we could just station besiegers and go here. You two station besiegers and go here. You guys also go here. You guys can go here. You guys go on here. And no, station besiegers. Yeah, and go here. Alright, now let's see. We control Rana, that's great. So, who is staying behind here? The Battle of Rurikid. They're probably gonna defeat this little army before anybody else can get there. Yeah, okay. Come on, come on, come on. I control Kisinia. Okay. I need more armies here. Come on, guys. Don't be so slow. Okay, now we got them. And my son learned East Slavic. And what do you know now? North and East Slavic. Great. Study. Not East Iranian. Who chooses that? We had some Czech person, right? Yeah. My wife. Okay. We had 52% war score. We're doing well. Not sure if we'll make it before February. But at least I know that the attempt I'm making is going well. It is going well. Yeah, not sure. Let's go here. You're almost done. Actually, I'm going to be sending all of these over here. And sending them to their capital. That's great. Can you move on like here? And you're still sieging that. Okay. Yeah. More allies are coming in. Yeah, I think we can handle that. Where are they going? Education has done. And Astrid has come of age. That is great. And they can get married. Happy New Year. We're at death's door, huh? At the doorstep. Okay, you guys just make one big army and go take his capital. And they are leaving. Okay, is there any other movement? Yeah, here. Alright. We're doing fine. And I have died. Tsar Hásteinn of the Rus has given up the ghost at 68 years of age. He drank himself to death. A charming man, he became famous for his elaborate feasts and grandiose balls. Not those kind of balls. Tsar said, although he did have like, what, 20 children? Tsar sends to the throne a crafty and perceptive man. He will have no problem gaining leverage where needed. We are at war, and he is at super high stress levels. Why? Super high stress levels. 286 out of 300. Okay, we have a new... No, this is the same Vedunia, but yeah, for us. For us, Aphrodite, she is new. And a child has grown up. Takui Baboyan. Armenian. Yeah. She is the daughter of Bodil. This interesting person who tried to kill my father and then went on to India to get an artifact for him. Not sure what happened there. Alright, we have a lot of stuff to take care of. And we're in the middle of a war. And we have lots... Oh, we have artifacts, that's fine. We have our council to organize. The only one we have is Feodosia Morozov. Or Morozov? Morozov, I would think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Although she's 61, but she is very good at learning and philosophy and stuff like that. She's not very good at making the claims my father wanted, but and Tsaritsa, we now have Tsaritsa Pemka. I should ask her to convert. And we have 7 children. No, she has 7 children. We have 7 children. Yeah, recently I accepted a concubine. And now I'm at Tsar, so I definitely need to, for prestige, right, we need to have a certain number. Right, we're under the concubine limit, so that's not good for our prestige. Or our grandiose balls. Yeah, let me take care of this as I did before. It will take some time. I'll pause the recording here and then I'll show you what I have decided when we get back. For you, that will just be a few seconds. And I am back. Let's see what we did. We're still in this war, of course. I have some people in my court now. There have been some changes. Yeah, Alexei, I think he was in this position with my father. Prince Bart is the marshal again. And my son Stanislav is now the steward. And I have, well, appropriated Bart's concubine Gorbahar to be my spy master because she was the best in the whole realm. Maybe he doesn't like me that much. Yeah, I stole my concubine. But hey, I'm the Tsar, okay? This is a sacrifice for the good of the realm. And plus I am an elusive shadow. So, yes. That's what we did behind the scenes. And we have chosen a lifestyle. It's not that we really want to focus on temptation at all. I mean, going outside our marriage or concubines would be a crime anyway. It's too risky, I feel. So, and he's trusting as well. Yeah, not a good idea. But these do give us extra personal schemes. There's a mod for that. So, I think these two I want to pick up. Yeah, this maybe not so important. I'm not so sure about the torturer ones because we are trusting. I'm not sure that this really makes sense, but dread gain might be good, and even this, no, thriving in chaos. Yeah, dread gain and thriving in chaos, that might be good for an intrigue-focused character that we are. So, yeah, we'll take a few perks in here and then we'll think about where to go next. Probably a scholarship to develop the realm. Or maybe stewardship. We'll see. We'll see. But yes, that is where we are. So, yeah, I've taken on a couple other concubines, also this one, Paria, because she is pretty, and she was in my court, so that was easy. The thing is, yeah, she's not too impressed with me. 15, as a cultural acceptance minus 15. She's not of our faith. I just asked her to convert. And our wife also, we just asked her to convert because, yeah, that is a bit of a problem with the opinion of us. Okay, and new Tsar. With the passing of my father Tsar Hásteinn, the responsibility to lead the vast Tsardom now falls upon my shoulders. I stand before my vassals, adjusting my new crown, and put a hand to my heart. Or the things I will accomplish. Long live the Tsar. Tsar Frodi. Very Nordic name there, but okay. Long live the Tsar. And so we still have this war going on that we need to take care of. My spouse has not said yes yet. Well, let's see. Yeah, now she has. Okay, I think we should still see if we can. Should I romance? I mean, I don't need more children. Plus I have some young concubines as well. But I want her to like me more. And maybe even become my friend. Okay. And then we shall do the same with our concubines, especially her. Can I do that here? Can I sway her? That will abandon that scheme. Okay. I need more personal schemes for that. Yeah, I was thinking to maybe execute Hásteinn because he has tried to kill me before. I'm definitely not letting him go, but for some reason that gives me stress, and we can't use any more stress at this point. So I'm just letting him be in house arrest, right? I did execute Bodil, the one that tried to kill my father, because I could do that because she was a criminal. Court event available. Let's go there. And we have dangerous. Of course, we have dangerous factions. We still need to get our power base back, but these are just populist. Faction to install Thora. That is just Friedrich, my uncle. County of Shenkursk. You have no power. Unless you get some other people on board, that is not a problem, because even with allies, it's nothing. Feudalist populist and Orthodox populist, yeah, we will need to start taking care of that. What is she doing? County of Korsun, yeah, okay. So the feudalist counties that we have, let's get back here, yeah, just here. They will need to be converted, but hopefully our vassals will take care of that. And then the Orthodox counties are here, right? In the Romanian area. Moldova. Alright, at least these people, when we get them, they will be Old Slovianskan, so that's not really a problem. Alright, what's happening here? They are going there to siege that back, I suppose. Oh, we have more factions. Oh. And we need to take care of that court event as well. Faction to install Driva. Okay, that's just one. Ragnar. Okay, no problem. Loyalist faction. That is good. Who is loyal? Arnfast of Bukovina. Nice. And Spislava. Yeah, of Minsk. He has been a loyalist. With my father as well. An independence faction. Who wants independence? A Stein of Schauborgum. Yeah, good luck. The Feudalists want independence. Ultimatum in 8 months. So that's not a problem. And the Orthodox also. That's just populist. That's just the people, not any rulers. Liberty faction wants lower crown authority. Who is that? Ivar, my half-brother. Okay. What are we at? We are at level 2. No, we're staying here. And we will move on to level 3 when we can. But royal prerogative is not even in the early medieval era, so that will take many years before we can go there. Yeah. We're losing money, but we got quite a bit of money from all the people in our prison that we could ransom, so these guys have been doing a great job. Okay. That's 3,000 men now over there. Arrived in Kurga to pay homage to you, glorious Tsar, as a show of my loyalty. I hope my pledge of submission alone is evidence enough of my honor. It is, Jarl Rögenwald. We are trusting, so yes, show him in at once. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Jarl Rögenwald, who is soon announced and ushered before me. He kneels in deference, offering nothing but his oath to faithfully serve as a vassal of the Tsardom. At last, I bid the Jarl arise, confirming my satisfaction, and Rögenwald's right to the lands he rules in my stead. You could at least offer me something, but you have nothing. Yeah, nothing. Okay. And I need to take a look at my court. Yeah. Control another place. Okay, we took another prisoner. Christina of Swiete. Okay. 15 gold. Yes, very nice. Alright. And then... we should get some armies together to fight them, but maybe it will be enough to just take their capital here. Let's do that first. So you go... Wow, there isn't any holding here to siege. So I guess this one. And they're just gonna try to siege that back. Well, let them. That's fine. Okay, court event available because, hey, we are the newly crowned Tsar. Why would you honor that witch Astrid with the position at court? Well, because she's my daughter. She became my seneschal. Yeah, and not me. Vishata is livid. He's my cousin. Yeah, okay, sorry. Apparently he had been certain that the honor would befall him and no one else. Oh, come off it. And we have another one. Overt overindulgence. My Tsar, your son-in-law buried. He won't stop eating roasted almonds, my Aunt Thury stammered. Buried. Yeah, he eats too much. He can't stop himself. My son-in-law. Not sure why. Well, Ivari is a big name, right? He's Asatu too. Okay, he should convert. Alright, at this moment, I spot Barit and exiting the pantry carrying a pile of roasted almonds in both of his arms. Is something the matter, my liege? Barit says, sneering. You ate royal roasted almonds to the dungeon. But I will get stressed because I am trusting. That's not good, by Rod, man. Pull yourself together. You convince him to lay off the roasted almonds and pay you back. That is good. Alright, let's hold the royal court. And I like this music too, yeah. Okay, sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors of the hall. A stream of people pile in, some lining up in front of my throne while others move out of the way so they can simply observe the proceedings. After several moments, all movement in the chamber has ceased. All faces turn towards mine expectantly. In front of me, I got 3 petitioners lined up in an orderly row waiting for me to call on them, and we already had 2, so... yeah. Approach. A holy tomb. The peasant in front of me seems about to explode with excitement. My lord, the miracles, the holiness, we have been blessed. Her enthusiastic ramblings are confusing, but I finally get the gist of it. She wants me to sponsor the cult of a local saint who had recently died in Dubrava. Stefan was a miracle maker in life. He's Orthodox. Known for living all his life atop a pillar and never aging. His tomb is attracting devoted visitors from all over the realm. His Holiness will get the veneration he deserves. Make Dubrava a temple holding. It's not yet created. And the control level will change. I shall eradicate this blasphemous nonsense right away. I gain stress because I'm trusting, but I will also lose stress because I'm zealous. So yes, that's definitely, you are completely the wrong faith. So, no, blasphemous nonsense. You have been overwhelmed by stress, but we also lost stress, so we should be good, right? And I know some people will be upset because I have had a few comments asking me to convert to Orthodoxy, but I so far see no good in-game reason why the Rurikids would do so. Because we are stronger than the Byzantines, and they have nothing over us, really. Okay, land of barbarians. My lord, I regret to inform you that I am at the end of my tether. My cousin Jarl Thorolf is clearly exasperated, and he is the Jarl of Moldova. The people over which I should rule are an uncontrollable mob of unruly barbarians with ridiculous customs and a terrible taste for food. All my efforts so far have been in vain. It just seems impossible to make civilized people out of them. I am afraid a strong intervention from above is the only solution available right now. Stanislav starts to promote culture tasks there. Let's show them our greatness. I lose 205 gold coins. Impressed by culture. That is pretty good though. We respect the traditions of all our sons. No, we don't. As long as they pay their taxes, I don't care. Let's show them our greatness. I am zealous, right? But content and trusting. It's a weird combination with elusive shadow. So, yes, I am a genius. I'm generally content with my life. I mean, you're the Tsar of the mightiest empire in the world, probably. Who wouldn't be content? Yeah. Let's show them our greatness. They'll change our mind. We'll trust that that will do the trick. And a hankering for Rögenfried. The doors are cast open by Count Ingvar of Pskov. And with Count Jakov of Lepushna following close behind. Ingvar points rearward. This boar desires my woman Rögenfried. Rögenfried. Romanov. And she is the woman of Count Ingvar. Yeah, she is beautiful. This boar desires my woman, visiting Pskov on the slightest pretense to catch a glimpse of her. Set him straight. It is true, Yakov admits plaintively. She's been haunting my dreams for weeks. Please, my liege, I don't know what I'll do without her. Just stay in your own castle, or at least your own county. You can't have her. The woman is Ingvar's. And that is my business here done. Alright. So, let's try and finish this war. Because we're getting toward the end of the episode, right? Yeah. I'm no longer over ambassadors. Yes, we're at 215, so we definitely need to do something more. Okay. The Battle of Schleswig is over. Ah, yes, we are doing that. And hopefully that will be enough. We have more factions against us. Yeah, that is Capital position. Ah, that's, yeah. Okay. How much to recruit you? 120. That's kind of... My son learns the Baltic language. That's great, son. That is great. And who is trying to fight them? Okay. You can unlock a new perk for the intrigue lifestyle. No, this one. Dreadful and thriving in chaos, because we are very stressed. Maybe that's is what we should do first. But the max personal schemes is very enticing. Ah, what should we do? Well, this is like 2 steps, right? Let's do this one first. Okay, and then we have a scheme on her, right? We should try and do a sway scheme on her as well. Yes, nice. Okay. Is there any dangerous faction? No, except for these populists. 2 weeks to send an ultimatum. Okay, that's fine. We're fine. And they're almost done here. Okay. They got it back. And they're moving on to the next. These guys should move out of the way. What are you doing there? Oh boy. No, we're almost done there. Even without knights, we won against them. We now control Santok. Oh, that's here. What's that? Yeah, here I guess. He won against Count Isidorus? Well done. I thought you would lose that. So he is the Khagan of Kazakhstan, right? And the Byzantines were taking more and more of his land, and they were going for the rest of this duchy, but they didn't win. That's interesting. That is interesting. Who has grown up? My court Arastari. Okay, we'll see later maybe. Yes, this army is a bit of a bother. Raiders. Yeah. I would be delighted if your daughter Euphemia could visit my court in Rusa to meet her peers. I do trust you. Right? And you are just. So, alright. She will be there. Who can get married? Ingebjörg, my champion. And my half-brother Ivar. Yeah, just get married already. I'm waiting for these. Great. So you and you go meet up here. What do you have? If you split off the onagers and some levies, and that's it. Okay, and select this one to also go here. We're gonna take on that army, or those armies there. Okay, so these, you guys, you should just, yeah, do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just merge. You're under my brother Bard. And just take them out. I would be delighted if your daughter Euphemia could visit my court in Abu to meet her peers. Yes, of course. The chiefdom of Masuria. We have Masuria, right? We don't need that. She is a poet, but her learning is low. I need a poet. Relax at the giant shade tree. Yes. Okay, let's get this done. Okay, we have... And Sophia is pregnant. Okay, let's see this battle. Of course, we win. And how far are we here? Just 2 days. Okay. We captured some people there. Great. Alright. Who is in our prison? A lot of people. A lot of people. Okay. I guess we will ransom most of them because money is always good. She has claims. You are gonna join me. Yeah. You are gonna join me. The thing is, yeah, this is... Well, we don't need a Pomorsko claim, but the Mazovce claim, yes. Thing is, we can only... I looked it up and I finally understand. We can only push a woman's claim if the ruler is another woman or a child or somebody incapable. So as long as there is an adult man on the throne, we can't push her claims. But still, she is good to keep around, I guess. Do you have any claims? On the Yardom of Pomorsko? Yeah, I think we're getting that one anyway. So I will have a closer look at these if there's anybody else interesting that we should keep. But I guess... Oh, great. That the Holy War is over. To the squeamish Tsar... Squeamish? My goodness, you are so arrogant. Yeah, you should get that trait, arrogant. You may be ambitious, but you're also arrogant. So, disband our troops. That would help with our income, hopefully. And we need to yeah, do something with this. Most of this will be already Slovianskan rulers. He hates us now. But yeah, you have that title and we will usurp it for sure. Can we already do that? Usurp. Well, he's still fighting a war. He is fighting against the populist uprising. Yeah, of course. Okay. So we will get that and assign someone to rule over that area. And we now have a Diadem of Valencia, including Rana, which is one of our holy sites. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button and check back again next time. Hope to see you then.